Hi students, so good evening everyone. I have started the class a little bit early just because of some adjustments of technical errors. Suppose the power cuts are happening, the technical issues. So all you know that if the connectivity is going to miss, then you have to think that the class is going to be rescheduled later because of technical problems. So because of technical issues, I have started the class early. No problem, all can join the class and we can begin our class 10 minutes early, no problem. So we can start our class 10 minutes early and we shall also continue with our concepts, and everyone knows that sets is the first chapter that was I am going to start. So today I am going to start it, and all of you has to go through it, and I will also explain every concepts in the in depth of knowledge. So but you also has to go with different kinds of books and all, so that you can understand more. Okay, so good evening everyone, and let us begin our new course, JEE Mains 2022. So already you know that if anything goes wrong, if the connectivity misses, the class will be rescheduled later, but unless and until the technical errors come, we can continue the class. If the technical errors come, no problem, we can do it later. If it not comes, we shall end this session. Okay, let us hope for the best and we shall begin this class. Okay, so hi and hello everyone. So I think everyone understood this, no problem. So let us start the session. Okay students, so we are beginning with sets. Okay, so first we shall start with the question mark. First we shall start with the question mark, that is, see here, understanding the concepts is going to be very important. So to understand the concepts, we have to frame questions more and more. Okay, how much questions we can frame, that much concepts you can understand. So for that reason, you can just see here, which of the following is correct set. That means which of the following is set. Okay, so hello Yuvraj, hi Chaitran and Netra, Raju, Bhavna, Sushma, hi to everyone. So we are beginning our new course so that we can start it, and already I have asked one question, that is, which of the following is a correct set. Okay, so see here, the option A tells that collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J, and option B tells that the collection of 10 most talented writers of India, and option C tells that a team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world, and option D tells that a collection of most dangerous animals of the world. Okay, so here the main important thing is you have to understand the questions very carefully, and if you know the concept correctly, then everyone can answer this particular question. If you know the concept correctly, everyone can answer this question. Okay, so see, what is set? First you understand this. Set is collection of well defined elements or well defined elements. You can write well defined elements. Okay, or you can also say it as set is in a collection of well defined objects. Okay, so what is meaning of well defined? That is very important. So here note tells that, what note tells? Well defined means no confusions, Okay, that means there must be no confusions. Clear? For example, you just see, for example, you just see a very simple value, a very simple option I will take from the given question, that is option D. In the option D, what they tells, a collection of most dangerous animals of the world. For example, for me, for Pavan sir, you just say for Pavan sir, he feels small ants are dangerous, okay, clear? And for you all, for students, even tiger, lion are also not dangerous, You're getting my point? Okay, because all of you know that, hunting of tiger, lion and so many dangerous animals. Clear? So what you feel, all of you students feel that tiger and lion are not dangerous. For me, what I feel, small ants are also dangerous, because I feel that ants are also dangerous. Okay, so what happens here, person to person, it makes to get confused. It makes to get confused, or confused. You can say it makes us to get confused. Clear? Or it pulls us into confusion. So when we are in confusion, we can't collect the elements, we can't collect the objects what we need. Okay, so that's why what happens here, the collection will be not done. In the option D, the collections are not going to be done because of this small word, that is most dangerous. Clear? Suppose if you say only the collection of animals of the world, you can collect it, no problem. But this most dangerous makes it not well defined. Okay, on the same way, in the option C, best cricket players makes it as not well defined. Option B, 10 most talented writers makes it as not well defined. But you can see in the option A, there is no such any confusions. That means the collection of all months of the year beginning with the letter J. So this is going to be the correct option. This is going to be the correct option for the given question. Clear? Which of the following is set? Right. So from this you can see that collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J is well defined. So there is no any confusions in the collection of it. So therefore this problem is going to be having the option A as the correct answer. Okay, option B is not correct, option B is not correct, option C is also not correct, option B is not correct, option C is not correct, option D is not correct, because of most talented, best and most dangerous. So these words make us to in confusion mode. So that's why those things are not well defined. Clear? So everyone quickly give me your thumbs if you have understood this question, so we can continue our classes if you have no doubts. Okay, so if you have any doubts, quickly you can tell, I will clear them. Okay, no problem. Now let us go for the next concept. Now you have understood the set. Okay, next we have to understand the representation of sets. Next we have to understand the representation of sets. Okay, whenever you understand some concept, whenever you go through some concept of new thing in mathematics, the representation of those things is also very, very important. So how we represent that, that is also very important. Clear? So here the representation of sets, first it gives one method, that is listing method. We can call it as listing method. See here, we can call it as listing method, or you can also call it as tabular method, or you can also call it as roster method, or you can also call it as roster method. That means now the sets has to be represented, because you have to represent them, then only another person can understand. Okay, so here how to represent the set? The first method is, we call it as roster method. So if you feel confusion in your mind about roster method, you just don't worry, you can also call it as tabular method. Again, if you also feel tabular method is also very tough to understand, we can also call it as listing method. That means the elements in the set are going to be listed one by one. Okay, so how the elements are going to be listed one by one, you just see with one example. I can go with one example. See, I will list the elements in between these two brackets with A. So here, see, I will list the elements in this brackets. Okay, how I am going to list? You just see one example. A set of all prime numbers less than 7 or less than 11. Okay, so what are the prime numbers less than 11? See, that is 2, 3, 5, 7. Clear? So here you can just see 2, 3, 5, 7 are the prime numbers which are less than 11. Clear? So that means from this you can understand roster, tabular and listing means here the elements are going to be listed according to their nature. Elements are going to be listed according to their nature. Okay, so you can also see with another example, a set of natural numbers, a set of naturals less than 10. A set of naturals less than 10. That means a natural numbers less than 10. That is A equal to, I can write 1. So quickly tell me answers. All of you, Lakshmi, Sudha, Netra, Yuraj, quickly give me the answers. I need answers from you. Okay. So good evening to everyone. All are fine here. Don't worry. So quickly give me the answers so that I can understand all of you are following my concept. So here the natural numbers less than 10 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So all these numbers are less than 10 and they are natural numbers. So we are writing them in listing method, roster method, or you can also call it as tabular method. We can also call it as tabular method. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. No problem. So I think everyone have understood this listing method or roster method, or we can also call it as tabular method. Clear? Then what you can feel here, the listing method, tabular method and roster method is nothing but it is an writing the elements according to their nature in the braces, according to the nature within the braces in the form of list is called roster method, listing method or tabular method. Okay. So my dear students, here please remember one important thing. Don't worry about the definitions. Whenever you are studying for JEE Mains, KCET as well as any competitive, don't worry about the definitions. You understand it. You just understand what is the concept in that definition. That is very important. If you understood the definition with the concept, that is over. Don't sit and by heart it. Don't sit and by heart it. Okay. You have to just understand the concepts. You have to go through the example. Next concept. Understand the concept. Go through the example. Go through the next concept. Please don't by heart anything. Don't by heart any definition. Don't by heart any concept. Okay. You have to understand it. You have to solve the example. Then you have to go for the next concept. That is the way of going for your competitive things. Okay. Next we shall go for set builder. So here set builder means it is, you can call it as set builder method, rule method or property method. You can call it as set builder method, rule method or property method. See here, rule means you have to give one rule within the braces, then you have to express it. That is called set builder method. That means here what you are going to do, see here what you are going to do in the previous concept. In the previous concept you are going to list the elements. In the previous concept you are going to list the elements. Okay, so when you list the elements, they are written within the braces and with the commas. But in the in the rule method or set builder method, or you can say property method, within the braces you have to write the rule, or you have to write the definition, or you have to write the property. Okay, that means you see the same example, set A equal to, I have 2, 3, 5, 7. Now I have to write it in set builder form or rule method or property method. How I am going to write it? X such that x is lesser than 11, x is lesser than 11, and you can also say give comma here, x is prime number, x is prime number. Okay, you can write like this. Clear? So that means here x is going to be lesser than 11 and x is prime number. So what it tells, the prime numbers lesser than 11. Like this you can write. On the same way, you see the second example, what we have written here. So we have written here first example, we have written here second example. The same examples I am writing in set builder form. So now I will take A as, see, what is that? A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now how I can write this? I can write it as A equal to set of x such that I can write x is a natural number, x is a natural number less than 10, natural number less than 10. I can write like this. Okay, clear? So if you write like this, it is called set builder method, or you can say it as a rule method, or you can say it as property method. And the first one is listing method, tabular method or roster method. So here the very important thing is you have to understand the concept. You have to understand the concept and then you have to go for the next concept. Once you understand the concept, solve the problem. If you don't understand the concept, don't solve the problem. But here very important thing is, don't by heart anything. Don't by heart anything. If you by heart any definition, if you by heart any concept, that is not going to be worthful for you in the form of CET. Okay. Now you can see this note. See the note, that is, the order of the elements, in a set has no importance. In a set has no importance. The meaning of this is, the order in a set has no importance means, how to understand this, you just see. If I have 3 elements in the set, for example 1, 2, 3, okay, here you can see they are in ascending order. The same set can also be written as like this, 2, 3, 1, and the same set can also be written as like this, 3, 1, 2. Okay, the same set can also be written as 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that means the elements inside the set are same, but they are in different orders. It doesn't mean that they are not same sets. They all are the same set. Okay, here you can write the any elements at any position. You have independency of that. Clear? So if you write them like this, it is equal to, if you write like this, again if you write like this, no problem, again if you write like this, no problem. Okay, so all the elements inside the set are independent of their orders. You can write them in any order. You can write them in any order. Okay, on the same way, you just see the repetition of the elements is not allowed. See here, the repetition of the elements is not allowed. These two are the notes of this. One is repeated here. So like this, you have to not repeat the elements. You have to write only once. Okay, that is what your second note. That is, the repetition of the elements in a set does have not effect. That means it has not effect, means the repetition of the elements are not allowed. If you write 1, 2 times, it doesn't mean that that set has 4 elements. Please understand here. If I have one set in the form of, again we shall take it as 1, 2, 3. Okay, some students what they will do, they will repeat the elements like this, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So if you repeat the elements are not going to be 5. They are same as 3. Here this is set A, this is set A. Both the A are equal, because if you repeat the elements, it doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't have any meaning. Okay, so n of A, here it is 3. N of A, here also it is 3, because 1 is repeated for 3 times. 1 is repeated for 3 times. If it is repeated for 3 times, it doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't have any meaning. Okay, so repetition doesn't affect the order of the set. The repetition of the elements doesn't affect the order of the set. In the set A also it has 3 elements. Here also A has 3 elements. Clear? On the same way, if I take A has 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and here I have A equal to 1, 2, 2, 3, A, B, C. Now tell me, what is A? Here, what is A? Quickly tell me, what is n of A? It has 3 plus 3, 6 elements. On the same way, what is n of A in the second set? Here, in the second set, here also it is 6. Okay, don't write 8. Don't write 8, because 2 is repeated, here A is repeated. Okay, so whenever you are going to do any urgencies, what you will do, you will write the repeated elements. You write the repeated elements and you say it has 8 elements. No, it doesn't have 8 elements. It has only 6 elements. It has only 6 elements. Clear? Here both the sets are equal. See here, the elements are repeated, which has no meaning. Which has no meaning. Okay, so that's why be clear. Whenever you are writing the elements in the set, don't repeat them. On the same way, whenever you write the elements in the set, order doesn't matters. Order doesn't matters. Okay, you can write it any order. You can write it any order. See this. Here, you can write it in any order. Okay, so now you can observe that. Now you can see that when we start our JEE mains, we start to study in depth. How you can understand that? See, first you was knowing the names only as roster method. You was knowing the name as only as roster method. But here now you can see we call it as listing method. We can call it as tabular method. Okay. So from this, see how the concepts, the same concept has different names. But when we are going to study for board exam, we write roster method, we go through the definition, we finish it. Whenever we go for set builder method, we write it as set builder method, we give the definition, we finish it. But see here, These two are also the names of roster method, that is rule method as well as property method, So like this we are going to study in depth, okay. Now see this, the next thing is set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, set of integers, and set of positive or negative integers, okay. So here the very important discussion is about 0. So my question is, what is 0? Option 1, positive or negative integer. Option 2, 0 is in positive integers. Option 3, 0 is in negative integers. Option D is none of this. Okay. So now tell me answer for this. What is 0? Please quickly tell me. What is 0? If you tell me about 0, so that I can understand you know the concepts of 0. So quickly tell me what is 0. Very good, nice replies. 0 is nor positive neither negative. Which option is right? So most of you are telling as option 1, but my dear students, for this the option is D, that is none of this. Will be the answer, because 0 is neither negative. See, 0 is not negative. 0 is not negative. 0 is not positive. Okay. 0 is not in positive integers. As well as 0 is not in negative integers. Are you getting my point? So like this, then what is 0? Means 0 is integer, but it is neutral. 0 is integer, but it is neutral. Okay, neutral means it is neither positive nor negative. It doesn't comes in positive integer set. It doesn't comes in positive real numbers. It doesn't comes in positive rationals. So whenever we say positive or negative, 0 is not included. Please understand this. Okay. So whenever I say positive integers, they start with 1, 2, 3, 4. They goes on towards infinity. Whenever I say negative integers, they start with -1, -2, -3, -4. They goes on to negative infinity. Are you getting my point? Clear? So that means 0 is not included in positive integers. 0 is not included in negative integers. But please remember one important thing. If you write integer set, here 0 is included. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4, so on to infinity. Are you getting my point? So this is integer set. Next you can see natural number set. What is natural number set? N is equal to, it start with 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So it goes to positive infinity. And you just see about whole numbers. You just see about whole numbers. Whole number starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, so on to infinity. Okay. So here you have to be clear with one concept, that is 0. That is 0. 0 is neither positive, 0 is nor negative. Okay, 0 is neither positive nor negative. Clear? So therefore you have to see that whenever they say positive, 0 is not included. Whenever they say negative, 0 is not included. Are you getting my point? Okay. So quickly give me smiles if you are enjoying the class. That is our first class of JEE Mains 2022. So in 2022, all of you are going to write the mains exam. For that, I am preparing only maths. Okay. So quickly give me your smiles, big smiles, if all of you are following the classes, if all of you are understanding the concepts. And one thing, all of you has to be regular. That is also very important. Okay. Very good. So next, set of even and set of odd integers. You can see even integers e will be equal to from 0 to plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 5, sorry, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 8, so on. Okay. And odd, see again here also 0 is included. 0 is again you can see plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 7, so on. Again 0 is important here. Again 0 is important. 0 is both even and odd. 0 is both even and odd. Till now, how many knows this? See, till now, how many know this? That is 0 is both even and odd. Most of you feel that 0 is only even. Most of you feel that 0 is only odd. Okay. So, but now you understand that 0 is both even and odd. 0 is both even and odd. It is not only even, it is not only odd, but 0 is both even and odd. Please remember this. 0 is neutral, but when you come for even and odd, 0 is both even and odd. Are you getting my point? So that means these concepts you are never going to learn in theory classes. So like this you will learn some new concepts. That is very important. You either crack your KCET, either you don't crack your KCET. You may go through good result of IIT Mains. You may go through good results of JEE Mains, or you may not go with good results. But the things which you learn here are very, very important, because these concepts are not learned in our normal classes. We don't learn them in normal classes. Okay. So here you can just see a simple concept, that is 0. 0 is neither both even and odd. 0 is both even and odd. These small concepts, like this small concepts make you very knowledgeable person. Okay. So that's why I say please attend the classes. You may be not interested in going through JEE Mains or engineering, but you must have some basic concepts in your mind. For that purpose, you have to attend the classes. Okay. So now I think this very important note, all of you have understood this. That is 0 is both even and odd. That's why it is included in both the sets, that is even as well as odd. Okay. So quickly tell me, all of you, have you understood this? Okay. Now I will go for set of rational numbers. You can see the next concept, that is set of rational numbers. Set of rational numbers. You just understand the concept. You just understand the concept. That is a number a number a number in the form of a number in the form of p by q, a number in the form of p by q where q is not equal to 0 and p and q are p and q are integers, p and q are integers is called rational number. That means, see here, whenever you write the number in the form of p by q, whenever you write the number in the form of p by q, you can say it as rational number. You can say it as rational number where q is not equal to 0. Where q is not equal to 0, because if q becomes 0, it will be not defined. So that's why here q is not equal to 0. You're getting my point? P and q both are integers. P and q both are integers and q is not equal to 0. Okay, so that you have to understand, no problem. So I think now you have understood what is rational. Rational means in the form of p by q where q is not equal to 0 and p and q are integers. P and q are integers. Are you getting my point? Okay. And now you see here one more important point, that is, you know about natural number set. You know about natural number set. You know about integer set. You know about integer set. Now you know about rational set. Now you know about rational set. Now you have to understand one thing. What is the difference from natural number to integer set, integer to rational set? Okay. So in the naturals it starts with 1, 2, 3, 4. In the integers it is both negative and positive including 0. In rationals the numbers written in the form of p by q is called as rationals. So like that you have to understand the difference. That is also one of the way of understanding the concept. Clear? Okay. See here, yes, p can be 0. P can be 0. Don't worry, p can be 0. Clear? Here Shivanand has asked very beautiful thing, that is, p can be 0 or not. Yes, p can be 0. If p becomes 0, because we know that 0 by q is equal to 0. 0 by q is equal to 0. But you see, p by 0 is not defined. P by 0 is not defined. So that's why we say q cannot be equal to 0. But p can be 0 because 0 by q is equal to 0. 0 by q is equal to 0. Okay, no problem. Now next, irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, that means the numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. The numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. Okay. So for example, you can just see here. For example, you can just see here 22 by 7. For example, for an irrational number, I will take one example. For an irrational number, I will take one example, that is 22 by 7. Your favorite number pi. Everyone knows that pi is 22 by 7. Pi is 22 by 7. So it is also in the form of p by q. You can see that this is also in the form of p by q. But what is the meaning of p by q means the decimals must end. One thing, the decimals must end. Okay. So see here note. See the note. Decimals must end. This is first note. Suppose if they are not going to end, they must have pattern. They must have pattern. They must have pattern. If the decimals end, it is called rational. If they have any pattern, then also they are called as rationals. But what is the meaning of we can't write it in the P by Q form means here decimals not end, decimals not end. On the same way, decimals not repeat in the pattern, okay. For such numbers we say it is irrational. For such numbers we say it is irrational. Okay, are you clear? Because everyone can see that what is pattern means. You just see here the pattern means like this: 1.22, 33, 44, 55, like this. This is one pattern. Or 1.333, 333, 333. This is also pattern. 22.567, 567, 567. This is also pattern. So these are called as patterns. Okay. So if this type of patterns are present, then we say that is rational. If such type of pattern is not present, we say it is irrational. Clear? So now you can understand what is the difference between rational and irrational. Now you can understand what is the difference between rational and irrational. Rational numbers means it is in the form of P by Q. One thing, Q cannot be 0, P can be 0, no problem, and P and Q are integers. The same way, decimals must end, they must have pattern. Okay, this is the restriction of rationals. On the same way, decimals not end. On the same way, decimals not repeat in the pattern. We say them as irrational numbers. If this happens, we say them as they are irrational numbers and they cannot be written in the form of P by Q. They cannot be written in the form of P by Q. So you can see that by looking at this 22 by 7 in the P by Q form, but it is not in the P by Q form because decimals will not end. On the same way, decimals not have any pattern. Okay, so that's why it is irrational number. On the same way, you can see the set of real numbers. You can see the set of real numbers that is from minus infinity to plus infinity. You can write like this, no problem. This is called set of real numbers. In this, naturals, integers, rationals, irrationals. On the same way, all the numbers are included. Living complex. Complex are not present in real numbers. Complex are different than real numbers. Okay. So the numbers in the form of a plus ib. The numbers in the form of a plus ib where a comma b belongs to the real numbers. Are called complex numbers. And here the I is root of -1. That is imaginary root. Okay. So when you come for the complex number set, we can learn it in detail, no problem. But please remember, complex numbers cannot be real numbers. Complex numbers cannot be real numbers. Are you getting my point? Complex number set is a different from real number set. Clear? So when we come for subset and superset, there we can discuss about this reals and complex in detail. Okay. So I think we shall end this class here only. This much is enough for today. So we shall complete this problem and we shall end this class. So from tomorrow I can continue with different types of sets. Okay. So now what you feel, you can adjust to my teaching method and you can adjust to the concepts. So if I take 2 hours class in the first day only, you will also feel very boring. So that's why we shall end this class after this problem. Okay, no problem. See here, the builder form of, that means the set builder form of the following set is A 3, 6, 9, 12, B 1, 4, 9, so on to 100. So these two sets has to be written in the form of set builder form. So quickly reply me with the answers. Quickly reply me with the answers. Concentrate on the question and quickly reply me for the answers. Okay. So I will see who will give the answer. I will see who will give the answer. We have to write them in set builder form. So go through the option A and you just see what are present in the option A. So I will send to the group the notes. I will send to the group so that you can go through that. Notes I will take, save. I will save that notes and I will send to the groups. You can take that, no problem. So in the option A you can see, x is such that x is equal to 3n. In the option A you can see that x is equal to 3n and n is in between 1 to 5. It is nothing but equal to 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 4 is 12, 3 into 5 is 15 over. Okay, but it is not present. So A is not your answer. On the same way you can just see 3n, n is in between 1 to 4, 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 4 is 12. So it can be your answer. Go for the next one. X is equal to n square, n belongs to n is in between 1 to 10, no problem. 1, n square means 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 4 square is 16, so on to last element 10 square is 100. So you can see these are the two given sets. So therefore option B is the correct answer. Therefore option B is the correct answer. Very good. So many of you have given the right answer. Very nice. So this has to be regularly, consistency. There must be consistency, there must be regularity, and every day you have to attend the class. Every day you have to prepare for the concepts. Then only you can do good at competitive exams. Okay. So your consistency and your regularity, how you prepare, how you understand, that all defines your success in competitive exams. So no problem. Let us meet in the tomorrow's session and we shall continue it in tomorrow's class. Okay. So be safe everyone. If you are going outside, wear the mask, keep sanitizers, maintain distance. Clear? So all of you follow the rules of corona. Okay. Be safe and be at home. Clear? So hashtag, you can tell. Here I will write hashtag corona. Okay. Be safe. Be at home. Be safe. Be at home. Okay. Use mask. Use mask. Otherwise, you will be not there to use mask again. Clear? Use sanitizers. Maintain distance. Clear? So all of you follow this so that you can be safe. Clear? Okay. Thank you.